39. The Federal Reserve Note, promissory instruments masquerading as currency. What if I told you that every dollar in your wallet isn't actually money, but a debt instrument disguised as currency? In this video, we'll decode the Federal Reserve Note for what it really is, a circulating promissory note backed not by gold, but by your signature. The Federal Reserve Note, FRN, the primary medium of exchange in the United States, bears a label that is deceptively simple: note. However, under legal and commercial definitions, this seemingly benign term places the FRN in the category of a negotiable instrument, not money. To understand this, one must return to UCC 3-104, which defines a note as an unconditional promise to pay, a definition that strips the FRN of any inherent monetary identity. The illusion that FRNs are money rests on cultural conditioning and institutional inertia, not on legal authority. A Federal Reserve note is, by law, a debt security, not an asset. Its very issuance into circulation is collateralized by debt instruments, such as treasury bonds or promissory notes executed by commercial banks. It is neither backed by gold nor redeemable in silver. Rather, it is a promise backed by another promise, a recursive chain of debt that ultimately rests on the belief and participation of the public. Historically, this transformation began with the Federal Reserve Act of 1913, which authorized a consortium of private banks to issue notes on behalf of the federal government. These notes were, at first, redeemable in gold or lawful money. But with the Emergency Banking Act of 1933 and the gold abrogation orders that followed, all redemption in gold was halted. By 1971, under President Nixon's closure of the gold window, the final tether to lawful money was cut, and the Federal Reserve Note became a pure fiat instrument, devoid of intrinsic value, backed only by legislative fiat and public acquiescence. Thus, a note in your wallet is not payment. It is a circulating instrument of deferred performance. The courts know this. The banks know this. But the public remains largely unaware that their money is a debt receipt issued in anticipation of payment, not the payment itself. When a Federal Reserve note is tendered, it discharges a debt under the Uniform Commercial Code, but does not pay it in full satisfaction, unless the receiving party expressly accepts it as such. This is the hidden architecture of modern finance. You are not exchanging money. You are exchanging claims on performance, and the entire system is maintained only so long as no one challenges the assumption that FRNs are actually money. Footnote: this section reveals that Federal Reserve notes are promissory instruments governed under UCC Article 3 and lack legal status as money, constituting deferred promises rather than actual payment.